Hope all of you are fine at your home. Once again, I welcome back everyone to our physics class. So, children, we have already completed different types of measurements, isn't it? We have completed our measurement of mass, measurement of length, measurement of time, measurement of area, and measurement of temperature. Okay, I hope that you all of you have understood every types of measurements. Okay, children, before that we should also know why should we need measurement, because it will give us the accurate and proper measurement of the things. Okay, children, so today we will discuss about the approximation and accurate measurements. Approximation is quite useful while dealing with various activities in our life. We use approximation where a little bit deviation from the accuracy may not make much difference, or where the actual measurement is practically not possible. So, children, what is approximation? What is accurate? Okay, approximation means just guessing. You are guessing to do something, but accurate is it is correct. It should be coming correct amount. Okay, children. So, approximation where you are using, there is no need of actual measurement. At that case, we can use our approximation process. Okay, we use approximation where a little bit changes from the accurate may not make much difference. For example, we add sugar to a glass of milk by approximation only, because we are not measuring how much amount or how much gram we will add in our glass of milk. Okay? Even if the amount of sugar is slightly less or more, it is not going to make much difference. Moreover, a driver judges the distance of an obstacle and applies the brakes accordingly. In this case, we have little margin for error, and therefore approximation has to be done very carefully. So, children, what we have noticed here, when you are drinking milk, at that time we are adding sugar inside it. Okay, approximately we are taking the amount of sugar how much we require. Okay, we are just guessing how much we have to take. Likewise, when a driver judges the distance of an obstacle and applies the brakes accordingly, in this time we have little margin for error. Okay, children. So, whenever you are doing approximation, at that time we have to be very careful. It will depend on the situation where you can use approximation method or our accurate measurement. Okay. However, while dealing with various devices such as watch, washing machines, generators, televisions, computer, rockets, etc., accurate measurement of various parameters needed for designing and operating these things in must. Even a slightly wrong measurements may lead to serious problems, causing a great loss not only in terms of money but human life as well. So, children, every case approximation is not appropriate. We cannot approximate or we cannot guess in every types of things. Okay, it depends upon the situation, it depends upon the things where you are using our approximation method or accurate method. When you are dealing with various devices, these are electronic devices like our watch, washing machines, generators, television, computer, rockets, etc., they need accurate measurement. Okay, you might have seen some numbers are written in our washing machine. Okay, when you are putting that time period, only that time period only it will do its work. If this should be not done, even a slightly wrong measurement may lead to serious problem. Like in our induction also, when you are using or heating something by using our induction, you have to give proper amount of heat where written amount of heat is written, okay, in digital format. So children, every time be careful when you are doing measurement. So, We should do accurate measurement wherever it's necessary. But sometimes during in our cooking process or any other things we can assume or we can guess or we can approximate. But every case approximation is not giving correct result. Okay, while cooking at that time also we are approximating the things when we are adding, like our salt or any sugar or any type of what you are telling that cloves, these things, spices, at that time we are just approximating, we are not measuring it. But when you are using our electronic instruments we have to measure it so that we will get accurate measurements. So children, now we will understand finding the average. Okay, how can we find the average? When a number of measurements are taken for a single quantity, it may happen that the quantity varies within certain limit. The limit may be less or more depending upon the nature of the quantity. To know the behavior of the quantity, it is good to find the arithmetic mean by adding all the values and dividing them by the number of observations. So children, we have already learned how to find our arithmetic mean in our mathematics. If you don't know, you can understand here also. We will first understand one example, then we can understand how we can find the average. For example, a batsman scores 85, 75, 65, 105, 35, 173 and 73 runs in 7 innings in various cricket matches. So, the average runs scored by him would be, how will you do? You just add all the amounts or all the scores and divide it with number of scores. So, when you will add all the number, you will get 611 and divide it by 7 innings. So, the approximate value you will get 87.3, which indicates that batsman is in good form. You might have also seen in your progress card also we are adding all the marks and dividing it with the number of subjects so that you can get your average mark as well as your percentage. Let us take another example of the pulse rates of the students of class 6th. Let the pulse rates of 20 students of the class be as follows. Okay, here some numbers are given where 20 students pulse rates are given. Then how can you find out the average? You just add all the pulse rates of every children. That is, average pulse rate is total pulse rate divided by number of students. So total when you will do it, you will get 1541 or 1541 and number of students are 20. When you will divide it, you will get 77.05. So the average pulse rate per minute for the students is 77.05. Moreover, the range of pulse is from 66 to 88, 66 being the lowest pulse and 88 being the highest. Okay children, so this is the way how you can find out the arithmetic mean or average. Okay, for that reason you have to add all the numbers or all the scores whatever given and divide it with the number of scores or number of your marks or number of your pulse rates, etc. Okay, according to the question you have to find out the average. So children, I hope that you all of you have understood it. Next class we will discuss our bit question answers of this lesson. Keep on learning. Thank you students.